All right, we're just going live. I am all shades of flustered, by the way, right now. I just came out of a recording. You're here after, but the reality is this is going to be 30 minutes of just straight. I need every single word that was said at that dinner. I need to grab my phone. Hold on, let me grab my phone for a second.
Okay.
Who tweeted out the picture of everybody? Good morning, everybody, by the way. Jenna, good morning. The Bolter, I love the Bolter with the heart emoji. Denise, Etsy, the weird girl, you're not weird. Angela, good morning. Lauren, everybody. Who tweeted out the picture?
I don't know.
Oh, here, I got a hater who tweeted out. All right, so we got Turtle Boy at the dinner. Okay, let me back up for a second. Our girl right here, Kim, was invited. She's basically royalty at this point. She was invited with the entire YouTube crew. I don't know why Crawford's there in this picture. Whatever. The entire YouTube crew was at this dinner. Fancy dinner, by the way, the Capitol Grill. Look at you guys. But I'm going to ask every question humanly possible, and I need you guys to put in the chat every question you guys have. I see Turtle Boy. I see Paul, who runs like the standouts, right?
Yeah.
Basically, he's like an organizer for that. I see Kelly Reed, right? That's Karen's cousin, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's Karen's cousin. I don't know who's next to Kelly Reed. Is that Mazza? No, it's not Mazza. Who's the guy next to Kelly Reed?
Microdots.
Oh, that's Microdots? I don't
right.
think I've ever seen his face. Okay, then that's the Glare, who, by the way, like, he just looks like he should be in like a 90s rock band. Like,
Absolutely.
he just looks ready to go.
All
right. Nathan Reed, so that's Karen's brother, is next to him. Okay. Then we have Bettero at the head of the table, but I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions about the head of the table situation. Mike Crawford, by the way, I give Mike Crawford shit. He can handle it. I like Mike Crawford. I've known him for fucking 15 years. Can we not like go in his DMs and be like, Dave talks shit about you? He knows me, so stop it. Then it's Mazza. That's fine. And then Brian, who I went to dinner with Karen Reed. Great guy, nice guy. Then I see Nurse Kim herself looking extremely happy in this picture. I don't think I've ever seen you look this happy. Then I see this is Turtle Boy's girlfriend, right?
Meredith. Yeah.
Meredith. And then I said Turtle Boy is the one who looks like he took the picture. So let's start with overall. The head of the table situation thing is fascinating to me. Obviously, Bettero and Turtle Boy are kind of like the main attractions of this dinner, I would say, like the leadership. But who makes the move to sit at the heads of the table? Like, is that a strategic move by each of them?
Listen to me. I arrived on time, which was late. Okay. Because I texted Dave from the parking lot. Who am I? Where do I go? Okay. I said, I'm lost. I'm in Legacy Place. Help me, Jesus. Okay. And he said, I don't know how to tell you to get there, Kim. Okay. But you're just
that's my turf, by the way. Legacy Place is my turf. You know, if I'm looking for a new sweatshirt or whatever, that's where I go. But keep going. I tried to help. Keep going.
So when I got in there, everyone was seated except I was the last to arrive before Meredith and Turtle Boy. So I arrive and everybody is seated and there is a seat next to LTL and he says, you sit here. And I go, okay, thank you. And then like 2 minutes later.
LTL bossing you around. Did you want to sit there, Kim? Did you want to sit there?
Oh, yeah. Because Kelly Reed said that she wanted to sit across from me. So
okay. Before the dinner, she had already reached out to you and said she wants to sit across from you?
The table that she wanted to be. Like, so she was on the other side right across from me. And she said Kim is going to sit across from me. And
eventually, by the way, Iceman, eventually we'll get it. She's going to start spilling the tea from the dinner. It's going to happen, but I just need to know the semantics a little bit. Let's a little foreplay, guys, if that's appropriate at this hour of the morning. Go on. Yep.
So, and then they showed up. Turtle Boy and Meredith showed up. I do want to tell you guys the most unbelievable, horrific, just absurd thing that occurred the entire time.
So happy for you, Kim. She didn't go to dinner with Karen. Only one person on the screen went to dinner with Karen. Go on. Sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Do you know that Allison, if you are here right now, I love your face, came up to me and I signed my first autograph in front of.
Oh my God! Stop it! Please tell me. Please tell me. For the love of God, please tell me you tried in all your power to not sign that.
Are you kidding me? I was like this. She goes, I heard your voice. I know it was you. I needed to come over. And I said, I don't know what to write. I don't do this. Okay. And then she said, write to Allison And I was like, okay. So I just wrote the stupid thing.
That's
And
nice.
I was, but like how I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening. And then
Kim,
it was like,
you have to recognize, like, people, they don't like you. Like, if they're either all in or all out on
oh,
you. It's the same thing with me on the other side, but they love you. I cannot tell you the amount of people I hear from that fucking love you. I had people request tickets to your live show like last week, see if I could get you in, and it's sold out. It's crazy. People are obsessed with you. So I'm not shocked by this at all. I'm not
well,
shocked.
I just wanted to say at that table, I am the least person that you would like to come to at that table. Like, if it was just me out, right? Like, or I'm in TJ Maxx or I'm at Marshall's, like, be like, hey, Kim, like, hey, whatever.
Right.
But no one's ever even done that to me. One time someone said, Nurse Kim at Logan Airport. And this time, and then last night, Allison asked me for an autograph. I blacked out. I
Love it.
blacked out.
Did she ask for the autograph in front of other people?
In front of the entire table.
And so she didn't want anybody else's autograph?
No.
Oh, what a win. That's the win of the night right there. That is unbelievable. That is such great news. I love to hear that. That's my favorite. I don't think you can top that for me. Like, I care more about that than I care about anything with the Karen Reed trial. If you heard any scoops, that's way more important to me.
Well,
I love that. Okay. All right. So now let's go into, you signed your first autograph. Everyone's excited.
yes.
The head of the table thing just kind of worked itself out. There's no egos attached.
Yeah. Well, I think it was because it was Turtle Boy's court day, and that's why Mr. Betterow was here. So hello.
Right. Right.
So I just think that all made sense.
You're a Betterow. You're a day one Betterow stan. Like, you were pretty far from him though. So that you must not have been happy with that.
Don't you worry. By 3.5 hours in, when we were leaving, yep. I was moving, mingling, and I was all the way right down next to Mr. Mark Betterow.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get into the content that you can share. Let's talk about, first of all, what was the purpose of this dinner? It seemed to me like basically Attorney Betterow does not live here anymore. So he was in town for the Turtle Boy hearing. My assumption is he just wanted to get dinner with people that he's familiar with from the internet.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yep. It was a Mr. Mark Betterow dinner evening. He was the one who reached out and asked about it and said if I was available, which I was like, am I available? Yes, sir. I absolutely can be anytime. What are we doing? And then, then we just got and the list just got a little bit bigger because you have to think about like the Glarer being in town. Like, no one knew he was like at some 90s rock concert or something.
I'm not surprised at all. Festival. He was singing. Yeah, he was headlining.
Exactly. He was headlining a concert.
Yes.
And then instead of going back to where he lives, he decided to take a flight to he came to Logan, and that was that. Yep. And he showed up. So it was just awesome. It was a super cool night. I do want to say, let's talk about personalities, because I was shaking like a leaf. Now it's me, guys. Now, you know me, I'm not like whatever, but I go, what am I doing here? I do not belong here. First of all, I'm not really a YouTuber at all.
Talking about you belong there. So first and foremost, you belong. But go on. Go
on. Well, okay. So thank you. But I was like, all right.
You're by far the most loyal to Karen on TikTok. I don't have that loyalty.
So I would like to believe it.
Yeah, you are of all the other of people that I've watched on TikTok, you're by far the most loyal to her. Well, so why would you not be on their level? You're almost because they're all YouTubers. You brought an entirely different platform for her.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just different. They're all I don't know, whatever. All I'm just saying is it was I'm not trying to make it weird. I was just saying I was shaking like a leaf. I was like, Kim, pull it together. You're okay. You just be, you know who you are. Don't be weird. And then I was able to calm my nerves a little bit. And I sat next to Meredith, and she is absolutely, she's a love. She is so sweet, guys. She's an absolute lovey. Kelly Reed was an angel face baby, sweet God with, angel wings. I'm obsessed with her.
Angel face baby.
She is she's an infant baby Jesus. I'm obsessed.
Seems very nice. Yep.
And then it was so interesting though, because I had never met Turtle Boy, right? And I was like, is he going to be I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what's going to go on.
Disclaimer, as you go into your Turtle Boy rant, I put Turtle Boy in jail. Disclaimer. Go on.
Well, You'll have to live for those sins, okay? And that's maybe why you were not at supper. Okay.
That's probably. Stop
Moving
saying
forward.
supper. You texted me a million times and you kept saying supper. Don't say supper. Don't say supper.
Supper. It's supper. What are you talking about? Why can't I say that? I
It's
say
just
that all
so
the
funny.
time.
I don't know why. It's just so funny. I don't know.
What
Just
is
saying
your
supper.
Who doesn't say
Chat.
that?
Give me ones or two. One for yes, two for no. Should she stop saying supper? Wait,
Do
is
you
that a
not
bad way
have
to word that question? Well, supper is more like dinner at home. Like supper is like supper with your family.
Oh, okay, that's probably correct.
Yeah,
So
like I just think it's you don't have to stop because I'm telling you. I just think it's funny to hear. But like you went to dinner. You went to dinner.
I went to a fine dining experience,
But
if
she
you
said
will.
in a text message she only used the word supper.
Yeah,
So
we'll go.
like yeah, okay, keep going. Sorry, I interrupted you. I'm
Anywho,
sorry.
so anyway, so then okay, boom, Turtle Boy. So this was okay. So he's Turtle Boy, right? Like he's very. He's got the 411. He's got his hand on the pulse. He was, he had just been at court today, but he wasn't like dropping F bombs. He wasn't like, not like dropping F bombs like he would, or like, screaming or being like this, I don't know, kind of like a polarizing character that you see him when he is, on
Right,
his
he's a little bit more.
side.
A little bit more. I'm assuming you and I are both a little bit different in person than when a camera's on us talking. Like a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we're a little. Yeah, come on. You are definitely a little louder when you're recording.
Oh, I am. Oh, okay, louder, yeah,
Right.
but
Like
yeah.
eccentric. You're a little eccentric. You have to entertain at the same time. But I get what you're saying. Okay, so
He was
basically
just
you're saying he's a normal person.
he's just a normal person, and I didn't
Right.
know if he was going to be a normal human. Like not like saying that I didn't think he was going to be normal. Clearly he's normal, but like I just didn't know how that was going to go. Lovely, gracious, kind, funny. I go, oh, okay, that was awesome. And then Brian was as great as the day is long. He couldn't read the bottom of the menu, so I read it to him. Okay, I said,
Yeah, bad eyesight.
Yeah, he forgot his glasses in the car.
Oh,
So,
gotcha. Okay.
yeah, and I didn't have. So,
Classy
and
move
then,
by you.
huh?
Classy move by you to do that.
I read the menu to the men if they need my
Love
help.
it.
So then, who else? Nathan was as basically he is to me just like an example of Karen's family, right? Like it's just kindness. It's just thankful for all of us, all of you guys, anybody watching. Like they're just a thankful, loving, kind family. And he couldn't have said anything nicer. Do you know what I mean? Like just thank you for all your support. That's it, right? And I'm like, I'm praying for your mom and your dad. And then the legend, Mr. Mark Betterow. Okay, let me tell you, get Mark Betterow a drink and let him spin.
Just let him go.
It was everything. When I tell you there was Better Call Betterow, we were Better Call Sauling. We were talking about The Wire. We were going like there was movie scenes that were reenacted. It was hilarious. We had a fantastic time. He was reacting to things. It was just he is everything.
So what would you like from a discussion standpoint? Would you say that probably only 10% of the discussion was built around the case? Is it basically like you're just talking about whatever, like just shooting the shit about anything? 90% of it?
Well, I think that I would say that, yeah, I'd say about 80-20. You know what I mean? Anything new that had come up that I can't, whatever, like talk about. But 80% of it was just like getting to know these people, because a lot of everybody who I thought had known each other for a long time, Dave, didn't know each other. It was the first time that Maza and Mike Crawford from the Young Jerks had ever met Mr. Betterow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they've all met each other before outside the courthouse, whereas this is basically Betterow's first time in for the most part. I know he came to the courthouse once, but they probably didn't get a chance to meet him then.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. All right. That was probably pretty awkward. I like awkwardness. That has to be awkward, right?
I was not well. I was unwell for the first, you know what I mean? For like the first half an hour, I was like, eat bread, don't eat bread. Then I was like, don't eat bread. Be like Dave.
Who paid? Who paid?
I paid. We paid. We all paid. We all paid for ourselves.
You paid. So you just like threw down, everybody threw down a credit card?
No, everybody threw down cash.
Everyone, okay. All right. That's the play. Throw down cash. Okay. All right. What can you tell us? Now the chat is waiting for you to spill.
Now,
You got to be able to tell us some stuff. There's got to be information that you can tell.
What can I tell? Well, I think that the information has already been leaked, David, because maybe you have already been anything that came out that was new. You broke it, babe.
Pardon me. No, you teased this a little bit. Literally, we just went. You started saying it, and then I was like, "Say it live." So hold on. Why did I come up in this dinner? Now this is ego, Dave. Now I like this. I like this.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Go ahead.
well, it was brought up by one Kelly Reed and one Turtle Boy that they believed, or that there was additional inside intel that the TikTok that was made by one David Cullinane seems to be, heading in the correct direction, and that it has been all but confirmed that hopefully that Brennan may be dismissing charges 1 and 3.
Yes. So, okay. So they're hearing the same thing is basically what's going on.
They are hearing the same thing. And who said it first?
Well, it's not about being first. It's about being right. You know, us, journalism, facts matter. That's the type of people we are. That's the type of people we are. My source, as I think I put in the video, is very close to the district attorney's office. And they're also, one of the things, I think I told you this on the phone, they're not like, they don't care that much about the Karen Reed case. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I think a source is being honest. Like, they're not reaching out to me just trying to like, oh, they're so obsessed with the case and they like have to keep talking about it with other people and think they have influence. This person doesn't really care that much.
Yeah.
This person is an attorney, so they know a lot of the same players and stuff like that. And so it was that and then some. Like, the confidence around the information that the person was telling me was just so dialed in. And then if you just look at like Hank Brennan's history a little bit and just see the quote that he put out there, which was basically, we're going to take away kind of the speculation that's going on the internet, seems to be what Hank Brennan wants to do through, I forget his exact wording in the quote, but he wants to like tone down the noise that's out there from, you there? You just muted yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to tone down the noise. And to do that, I think you kind of, unfortunately, you have to give back what you never should have been there in the first place, to be honest with you, but give back those 2 charges and dial in on one specific thing. And that seems to be what would work best, and strategically what would work best for Hank Brennan. So it makes total sense. I don't know, so that's interesting.
Shot. Like, I guess that was the thing, right? Is that he has the best shot for, and especially after even Turtle Boy did those juror interviews, that it was almost on you. You know what I mean? Like, if you are going to go for it, and if you think you've got a chance in hell, which I don't, but if you do, then we can. He's going to have to go for the gusto. That is what the feedback is from the jury. Don't be an asshole. Don't go. You know what I mean? Like, why are you reaching so far? Just do what is that there is at least the slightest chance. Like,
I would die on this hill, to be completely honest. I would die on the fact that I fundamentally believe with a certainty that that's exactly what Hank Brennan wants to do. There is a 5 to 10% chance. I think Hank Brennan has more clout nowadays than a Michael Morrissey to an extent. Like, he's just, so Morrissey is such a dickbag. Yeah. And he's the one who had to go out and hire the outside, attorney here. I could see him being such a piece of shit and being like, no, Hank, we're keeping those 2. But I feel like Hank wouldn't fuck around. Like, I feel like he has enough clout to be like.
That's also another thing, right? Is that we've got to look at that, because if Hank is who we think he is, and if this is actually, which, like, this is damn near confirmed now, right? Is that if he is who he says he is, and he is a man who is interested in justice and anything, that if he is not allowed to remove 2 charges, which he believes he cannot prosecute effectively, then he's going to walk.
Right.
He's never going to stay there. And then if we have a special, oh my God, could you imagine, David, if there is a power struggle between Morrissey and with Brennan, and he goes, I'm out, peace. He leaves, Lally's back in charge, and it is a shit show, Lally only for January.
I'm in this weird spot where I like, you don't, because at the end of the day, Adam Lally agreed to take on this case, and he did it in a certain way. So I don't like feel totally bad for him, but I also think like he was handed such a piece of shit case, and now all hell is raining down on him inside that office. They're blaming him fundamentally for it. And it's kind of, I don't know. I just kind of, I feel bad for him a little bit. You feel bad for? I mean, I know he sucked to listen to, and I didn't agree with a lot of his strategy and obviously I don't agree with a lot of the evidence he presented and all that stuff. But it's I don't know. Some part of me kind of feels bad if all of a sudden Hank Brennan like left and Adam Lally stuck back doing it. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of just feel bad. I don't know why.
I don't feel bad for him. I think that Lally is like he's just ripping like P-funks, okay? He's got parliaments.
Cigarettes are bad. I was born with deformed lungs. Like, we don't need this.
Well,
Come on, let's get rid of this.
All of the cigarettes, okay? He's out there. He's a pack and a half a day, okay? He is one asthma attack from COPD, okay? And
my 5-year-old son has been taking a nebulizer every night because unfortunately his dad gave him what he has, which is asthma. And then here's this guy who chooses to manipulate his lungs in such a negative way.
Oh, shut up. You're not better than any. Like, okay, like, listen, you can smoke. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't
smoke
want you to have. Here's the thing. Smoke if you want it. Smoke them if you got it, babes.
Right,
but when you're Adam Lally, come on. And you can just see it. I can watch his cigarette count go up and up and up as the trial goes on. He's like, please, God.
You think he'd be skinnier? Don't you think?
Well,
like, he's got a few.
Well, he's got sleep apnea. You can feel it.
Right,
You know.
That's true.
True. Like he's one blink away from not
got sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Yep. I gotcha. All right. So what else? What other takeaways can come from dinner?
Anything? I do want to tell you that I had okay, guys, because just because I'm weird, I've never gone to the Capitol Grill. I had per recommendation, okay, of the Turtle Boy and Meredith O'Neill. I got a filet Oscar, an Oscar style filet. Have you had that?
I've never heard of an Oscar style filet.
It's it is a, hold on one sec. It is a
hide the family. Are you hiding the family?
Yeah, I know.
Hide the family. I mean, maybe you shouldn't have done this in the kitchen. No? Well, you're muted now, dum-dum.
I'm sorry, not muted. Okay, so listen. So an Oscar filet has the crab meat on it. It had, and it was medium cooked, and crab meat, some sauce, a sauce of unknown origin. I don't know.
Okay.
But it was delightful. And
so it's a filet, but the sauce is the Oscar.
No, well, and you have crab meat on top of it.
Oh, crab meat. Okay.
Crab, gotcha. Something of a crab. There was crab accoutrement, okay, on it. Okay. Spelled crab.
Okay.
Listen,
Gotcha.
Then what did I have? Sides, delectable sides. Okay. Mm-hmm. I had spinach. I had lobster mac and cheese.
Lobster mac and cheese.
Lobster mac and cheese. And then what else? I think that was it. Okay, but it felt really good. No,
did anybody order the exact same meal? Like, did you just double up?
Yeah, it was me and Kelly Reed. We did same.
Okay.
And then listen to this too. Here was the other thing: is that there was we shared a cheesecake. Me and Kelly Reed.
Oh, that's nice. So you guys are like sneaky becoming best friends.
I'm hoping. Okay.
You guys talk privately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now we do. Well, we didn't we started yesterday, and we will continue today.
Has your relationship gone past like internet into phone numbers? Or is it still just internet?
Well, I don't know. It's none of your business.
I'm just asking.
Your business about who you talk to. Do you have anyone's phone numbers, David? I'd like to know.
No, I think you're the only person who's gone past internet. I think.
I'm the only person?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've known Turtle Boy. You can't say Turtle Boy.
Internet. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Oh Lord.
I think Turtle Boy is the only other person that I know. Like, I don't have Mike Crawford's phone number. Yeah, I know Crawford, but I don't have his phone number.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. And so that restaurant, by the way, I believe that's Karen Reed's like turf, right? She would go there, I think, like for dinner or lunch after her hearings, I believe. Because when I was first invited, it was like, hey, do you want to come to lunch at the Capitol Grill in Dedham? So I think that's her turf, but I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, that didn't come up yesterday. That it wasn't like it's like a regular spot.
Same, right?
Well, Davio's is like her personal, like that's her personal place, I think, or where she likes to go, her family. But I think the Capitol Grill is where she would go when the hearing was where the hearings were going on and stuff like that. I think. I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like dinner was a success. You were a nervous wreck, but then overall it worked out in your favor. You liked
Absolutely.
it. Okay. All right. So the only news that was broken that you can tell on this show, obviously when we stop going live, you're going to tell me privately what else was said, but was just the fact.
Like, guys, we weren't talking like it wasn't like we had asked for a specific. Oh, it's a button. Oh, thank you. All right, love you. All right, thank you. I'll go back. Okay, so
Sweet.
there was
Sweet.
Okay, so what was I saying? I don't even know.
You were going into the conversation because like when I went to dinner,
we were out in the middle. We were out in the middle of the public, right? Like, so it wasn't like we were in a booth or anything. It literally was. We were put out like as a spectacle, as like an apostle. Like it was like, and Turtle Boy made a thing like a journalism Jesus and his 12 apostles, because it was like we were all just sitting, and there was booths of people like looking at us, around us. I was like, this is so weird.
Big question. By the way, the chat has not asked one question. I'm not a host here. I'm not like an expert. You guys got to give me questions to ask about this dinner. I need some help here. I do have one question that just hit me. Did anybody stand up and do a toast?
No.
Oh, damn it. I could have sworn that Betterow was a toast guy. I would have thought for the life. You're smiling. Something happened. Did something happen?
I don't know.
He stood up. Did he thank everybody? Did he stand up with a glass?
No.
Say it.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that.
Nobody said like, thank you for all your work. Like, cause you're all let's just call it what it is. Everybody at that table is pro Karen Reed and is basically an activist at this point. Is that fair? I'm not even trying to be rude, but that's you like pretty much are there. Like you're fundamentally team Karen.
Correct.
Nothing can get in the way, right?
Yeah.
I would have thought that somebody would have stood up and said like, thank you so much for all the efforts and for your willingness to get together tonight.
No, I don't know. Like, thanks for being here. Like everyone just like we cheersed in the beginning, just saying like with water that we were just like, when we all had sat down and we're just like, and just was like, I'm so glad everyone's here. It's so nice to meet everyone. That was it.
I don't know if I like this, Kim. I think somebody needed to do a toast.
It should have been me. I should have really I should have said, you know what? This is how you know you belong here if you do a toast.
I'm going to be honest. It definitely should not have been you. However, I think Betterow needed to do that. Hold on. Let me see the chat. I was going to ask a question. Can you please give a recap of what happened with this phone call? I am late to this trial as of the last few months and the phone call that was set up. Does anybody know what she's talking about? Do you know what she's talking about?
The phone call.
Beats me. Sorry. I don't got it. If anybody knows in the chat, you can help her out there. No, they didn't sing the Golden Girls theme song, Dave. Thanks for being a friend. Yeah, that's a shame that they should have done that. Where's the picture? The picture's on Twitter if you want to go find it. Did anyone order steak well done? Mike wants to know.
No, because that's a crime. Okay.
I'm a well done guy. Let's see.
You're a well done guy.
I'm a horrible food guy. I have food anxiety. Let's not get into it. Please.
Wait a minute. We're going to have to get into it. We're diving deep into your...
No, we're not going deep. I'm my mother's son. I ate what my mother gave me. That's it.
Your mother gave you.
That's it. Let's move on to the questions.
And we're going to
Turtle Boy called that was set up with the other side.
I have no idea.
I still don't even know.
I didn't talk to him about any calls.
David Maryland says Kathy Conning still cuts Dave steaks. No, that would be at this point Karen Reed cuts Dave steaks. So thank you, David, for setting up that joke for me. I appreciate that. We probably should have worked on that behind the scenes. Any other questions?
I bet you I'll share something with Karen for food wise, and then I'm going to one up you. Okay, Dave. Go ahead. Have Karen. Like Karen and I sharing something, and also I'll record it so that I can always play it back. Okay.
Oh, I got a question. Was Karen debating whether or not she should or would go to the dinner last night?
I don't know that. I don't know anything about that.
I would think all those people together that she would enjoy being there with that crew.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That was never discussed at the dinner? No. What about anybody who was at the dinner going to your live show on Saturday?
Mr. Betterow, I am calling him. He's going to be home, but he said that he would 100% he would FaceTime with us.
Oh, nice. I was going to ask you if you were going to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you're just going to FaceTime on your phone and then just like hold your phone out or whatever?
Sean, I'm going to do Mr. Betterow, and you listen, and you are the dream. So you're going to be there IRL.
Yep, I will be there. Well, I'm not like I'm not like doing anything though. I'm just sitting there watching.
Listen,
I'm hanging with.
You're going to be one of your.
What's the girl to guy ratio at this thing? What's the girl to guy ratio?
It's 100% to Dave.
100%. Yeah, so I'll just sit with the ladies and have some champagne and chat.
No, I lied. Billy Lynch is going with his wife too.
Billy Lynch? Am I supposed to know who Billy Lynch is? Is that just a friend of yours?
Melissa's husband.
It's whose?
When I got the notification, he said, "Am I the only guy coming to this?" I just realized that, and I said,
"Any chance you can sit me next to Billy? Could that be arranged?"
Lynch. It could be a friendship formed, in the future.
Yeah. Are you sitting like on a bar stool by yourself with the crowd out in front of you? Is that what you're doing?
No, Dave. No, Dave.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
A house party. We're having a house party at a clubhouse.
Oh, so you're not doing almost like a comedian type show.
Woman, I'm going to serve you food. We're going to talk all the shit, and
no, that's not how it's going to. You have to present. You have to be almost like you're in front of the class.
David, here's the thing. You don't tell me what to do.
I definitely don't. I definitely don't. And I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm just making a recommendation that do people think they're going to like a mingle sesh? I think they think they're going to a discussion with Nurse Kim.
Well, does it say Nurse Kim discussion?
It says Nurse Kim live.
You didn't. I love you. It says, yeah, it does say that.
No, let's see. What does the chat say? Kim has to be on stage on a round stool, says Jillian. Yep. You need to prepare.
I'll do it.
You need to prepare at least like 5 minutes.
What do you mean though? Like, what do I prepare?
It's a live show. You're doing a live show, Kim. It's a live show.
Well,
you need to prepare talking points. You need to have a discussion with people.
Do you want me to have a PowerPoint, David?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh,
I can't wait to see this. I'm thrilled. I think it was a gutsy move by you to do it. I can't wait to see the execution of it. But I do think you have
the fact that you know what, here's the thing though, Dave, is that as usual.
What day is this happening, says Holly? It's happening tomorrow. And so there might be, it's sold out, but I don't know, go to StubHub.com. There might be some on the secondary market. I have no idea.
Your mouth, you
go on. It's sold out. I can't make fun of you. It's sold out. It's sold out.
I'm a nurse. I can do it all. I have done, like, how many times have I thrown parties together? I'm throwing a party for everyone. What we're gonna do?
But I'm telling you, like, I don't think that's how they thought they were buying a ticket to a show. I think I'm just warning you. Be mentally prepared for everything. Be mentally prepared.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. They're my friends. They don't expect much from me. Okay. Right. They know that I don't. This is what you got. Okay.
Right.
And what I can do is I can do a live. I can go, like, if they want me to do a live, I can do a live. I can do I can stream.
No, like a lot. They think you're going in and you're like have an organized conversation. I think
you're an idiot. No one thinks that. Do you?
Really?
Do you and Kirk do that?
Yeah.
Organized. You do.
What, in Saco on Saturday night? Did you watch any of the show? Yeah, you were texting me when the guy died. Did you think that wasn't organized? There was 7 videos. There was like 7 videos. There was 20 topics or whatever.
Of them we could have done without watching.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Hey, if you say that your crew, which are your friends, they're your lovies.
My best friends from out of town. They're not.
I'm totally fine with it. Do I think that you should do a toast to some extent? Yeah.
I will do a toast. I have champagne, babe. I have champagne in pink flutes. Okay. Right. And I have strawberries for the side. So don't tell me that I don't know how to.
Don't get mad at me. I'm saying the things that you need to be prepared for. Don't get mad at me.
What do I need to be prepared for? I could. Well,
Why are you getting so upset? You're
telling me that I'm not, like, I know. I don't
supper.
know.
Somebody just wrote supper.
We're having no.
Supper.
All we're having is little appies. We're having a little appy and a little yappy. That's all.
I like it. I think it's gutsy. I like it. Do you think that is any party you think Karen Reed will just miraculously show up to this event?
There is
a private event.
Zero.
Has it been discussed?
No, maybe I should throw out an SOS and say if you're available.
Maybe I'll send a text. To who?
I
Who's to
could
say
send
at
it
this
back.
point? Well, to somebody. Yeah, I'm talking about like maybe I'll send a direct text. I don't know who you'll text.
I'm passing
Or no, actually, it's not. Actually,
it's not.
it's not a text. What's the app? Maybe I'll send a Signal. Is that the app that people use? Signal, the encrypted app. Yeah, maybe I'll go on Signal instead of text to somebody. I won't name names though, but I'll see if I can get her there. What else? We talked about the dinner.
Maybe
What?
you could drive it because you're coming up from this. You're going to do.
Yeah, I would ask Karen if you're watching this, which I know she does, and I know we're being wise asses. I'll pick you up, Karen. Me, Karen, and my 7-year-old Riley Cullinane in the car shooting the shit all day, and I would have the camera on for that conversation because that would be remarkable.
Oh, it'd be bad.
I would love it. I would love it. All right, what else? Anything else we got to get before we both got to go? We had a hard out, so we just wanted to go through the dinner. That was it. Eventually, we'll plan topics again, but I just need to go through the dinner. Yeah. No, not WhatsApp, Jillian. It's Signal. Signal was like fully encrypted, right? So it's like you can, because I think isn't that part of the thing where Turtle Boy and Karen were talking, all those phone calls and all those messages. Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
It's not weird. They had their messages and their messages were on Signal.
But how did they have messages if it was on Signal?
I'm pretty sure that's how they had it.
It was encrypted.
Didn't the feds get that or something like that? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they had original text messages and then they went to Signal. I don't know. I don't speak tech.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, listen, I can't even work my desktop, so I don't know anything about it. But
right. Okay.
I do know that one time I sent a weird Snapchat out, and I think it went to like a public story instead of like sending it to somebody. So don't send weird shit on Snapchat, people. It wasn't
don't
like
do that.
Anything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go away. If you think it goes away, it never goes away.
Never goes away.
Never goes
and you
away.
Can always. I was actually ticked about that, like with Birchmore. Birchmore's last she communicated so much on Snapchat with her friends, and that was part of the news story. Was that she was snapping back and forth. Somebody snapped her at like I don't know, let's call it like 9:05 or something like that, and she didn't send a snap back, and that was like the last thing we had heard about. I don't even know if they ever grabbed like her Snapchat history. I've always had a problem like with all this stuff, which is like we're just relying on the Nick Guarinos of the world to claim like they did a phone dump. Well, okay, well, what does the phone dump entail? Like, tell me literally every single thing. Did you get iMessages? Did you get SMS text messages? Did you go to Facebook Messenger and get everything like that? Guess what? People at her age were talking on Snapchat. Did you get all that data? Did you get the Google data? Like, does she have an Alexa? Do you know, like, did you dump that data down there? Like, all this shit that we just don't really know, which would have been fantastic to find out, but whatever. I don't know. I digress. All right, everybody in the chat, before we go, I know, if you hate me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to make you do it. I do one thing well, and that's when I tell a chat to do something, they typically do it. And I want an emoji circus right now for Kim's first live show, her first live performance in front of her first live performance in front of a focused, dialed in audience. I need an emoji circus in the chat right now. Doesn't matter what the emoji is. I need balloons. I want balloons. I want animals, cowboy hats. We're not on TikTok, so you can't do the thing where she punches a proctor or says Kevin Costner. We need emojis in that chat for at least, like, I need to see all emojis running on my screen for a second. So I know it takes a second update, but I'm proud of you, to be honest with you. I'm proud of you for having the balls to do your first live show. That's a gutsy move. What? Don't. I'm being honest. I'm being serious. This is my toast to you right now. This is like a moment.
This feels very condescending, as you say.
I'm not being condescending. I'm dead serious. When you told me you were doing a live show, I thought you were a fucking lunatic. Not because I didn't think you could sell them. Like, I knew you were doing a place reasonable enough size-wise, but just like, it's just a wild move. It's gutsy. I respect the hell out of it.
Keep talking shit, David.
I'm not talking shit. This is not shit. This is me being nice. I'm being nice to you. This is my toast. Nobody had the balls to do a toast at dinner last night. This is my toast to you.
I'm speaking a different.
All right, well, good luck. Good luck. If you need any help with your opening monologue, let me know. I am here if you need any help with it. Goodbye. All right, we'll go.
Your number.
All right, goodbye. Goodbye.
I love you.